Let's not come around the
It is, mate. The last half an hour has been sensational.
I know. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know. What pressure on you now.
Well, no, he thinks Faddy's in Hong Kong.
We've actually put a theory together.
He's gone missing in action.
We've actually put a theory together that a certain commentator who'll not be named actually shot his load.
In the game last night.
No, that was...
That's what the chat was.
The chat was not. The chat is no for this. Can't go there. That was too far. Oh, that was too far. Can't put on it.
Fuck was that?
Oh,
Wild.
He'll get you. He'll get you. Here's this. He'll get you. He'll get you.
No.
How was that, like, wee man?
It was magic.
How was it?
It was great. I went out a day earlier because my game get
How was
cancelled. The Venga bus?
Aye.
I wasn't on it because I went out a day earlier. The game get cancelled. That was supposed to today, so I jumped in the same plane as Carol in the weigh-in.
Oh,
Where you were though?
Shat it, didn't you?
No,
I'm not going to Manchester. No chance.
No, I was doing the Morton game. Morton, I get the, I'm talking about Frank, gets a call for Frank, 8 o'clock, 7:30, Friday night, so, and I knew there was a seat I could go in, so, Carol didn't want me to go in the Venga bus and down to Manchester. I think she was having a whole fear factor, the way I was going to turn up on the Sunday for the game. So, I had it kind of planned out right enough, so I did.
Did you still take lunch?
Was she right to be fearful of how you were going to turn
Slightly. Aye, but it was, I tell you it was great, but just getting out, I said to you earlier, just getting off the plane and just the wee bit of heat and all that and just everything about it. It was just lovely. And I tell you what, they're so complimentary to him. He's
flying, mate, isn't he?
It's not even that as well. Quite a lot of people come up and all that and saying and congratulate me. None of day with me. He just loves it. Loves it. I tell you, it was a nice moment. See, after the game, we were walking out. So this is we're talking about a good hour and a half after the game. By the time he comes out, he's always last out anyway. But it was a lot of...
in the shower?
I don't know what he's up to. I don't know what he's up to in there. Scrubbing the big balls he has. He's
doing alright.
Aye, done by.
How was he? Somebody says he's like Chad Dury doing that.
It's got his Chad Dury. He's got his
I think there's a wee trim. Going on there every now and again. But he's well done.
Good time.
Aye, good on him.
World's oyster.
I know, good on him.
What a beef, he's got everything.
No, but it was
for him as a dad.
There was a lot of kids and adult waited behind. When he was signing things, and he spent about 20 minutes, maybe even more than that. But it's all right when you're outside and it's lovely weather and that. But once he left and we were walking to go under the tunnel to go to the motor, I fucking gave him a round of applause and all that, which was...
That's incredible.
You don't get that back home. They just start abusing you after you walked away. So, it was just a game.
Did he score at the game you were at?
Aye. It was a scrappy... Well, the build-up was good, but he just got a wee knee on it. So he did.
Got his big cock on it, didn't he?
Like Bobby whacked it in.
The big hose come out. Maybe...
What about the food?
Strap a dick.
What you said?
Aye. And I was saying to him, he gave me into trouble, so he did.
We'll begin you into trouble after this, I know.
No, he took us to his lovely... He goes to his lovely restaurant, and I was just having a good time. Because I asked a guy for a glass of house red wine. But it was a customer that was enjoying his meal. His wife.
Did they get you one?
He should have, shouldn't he have?
What was that, traditional British spag bol?
He did pass it to start.
Kevin, I love that.
He passed it. He was brilliant, Kevin. And then just the steak and all that.
Strange they passed the first one. It's not, they have it different, didn't they?
And they just the bread, the oil and all that, so I've got a sweat on now.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm not well.
That's him that gave you that, mate.
Sorry,
that's alright.
You need to stop getting off each other before the show, don't we?
Need to stop winching each other. So, it was good.
Thought you'd be a better kisser than what you are,
Well, some of the... You
go far too fast for your tongue, mate.
Oh, don't, I'm getting semi up here. That dirty talk, innit? Don't go there. No, it wasn't. He was.
Like, people, like, Buzz like to call you daddy now, don't they?
Did he?
We're all married, so we don't know, mate. You tell us.
No, like, see,
I get called daddy, mate. I'm fucking allergic after that. Oh, you know what I mean? My Willie ain't no daddy.
What's that when you're buying an ice cream or something? I don't know what you doing. Taking you out for a mix-up.
Taking her out for a mix-up.
Oh, mate. I froze sometimes when I heard that. You like daddy? I'm thinking, what? Oh, fuck.
I know, but you didn't realise your dad was standing back.
He's caught me saying, big back.
Big back on what?
The back.
See, you can visualise that, can you? It's the backpack on and all that, pulling out that sausage supper.
Just myself in the face and sucking.
You want a chip, pal? Keep calling me daddy.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, boy.
Have you been fatty, alright?
Aye, good, mate. Okay, I'm getting nothing to that level. Oh my God. Good, aye. Oh,
Any what games you been doing? No, like, we're not talking about last night yet, we'll come to it, but any other games?
Was it Tynecastle on Sunday?
Alright.
At Celtic.
What to ask you about your mate, Rooney?
Strange at that point, a minute.
Do you think?
I just considered like that boy kept him up,
doing alright?
and then they were sixth in the league, weren't they? And I don't know how.
Got booed off last night.
Did he? I think his win record wasn't great in America, was it? I don't know what they were like. But I was surprised. Not that he got the job, but I'm surprised that they got rid of John Eustace. I thought he was doing well. Birmingham have been a team that, in the last number of years, have struggled. Struggled, fought relegation, and he turned it round, got them into sixth, I think they were. And there was a wee bit of belief that they could maybe go up. So I was a wee bit surprised, but no with Rooney. I know you're saying his record wasn't great. I think he done well at Derby, considering the points deduction. If they'd never had their points deduction, they'd have kept him up comfortably. And then America's just different. You can't get relegated. You're fighting for the playoffs. I think nearly every team can get in the playoff.
Did you think he'd be a manager, Faddy, back in the day?
Nah.
He's still young.
17, 18-year-old. It's hard, but you just never know until somebody's older. But I think that it's tough because they've made this change and said we want they come away with some statement about a winning mentality with style, and he's going to have to change something then. And the last two results haven't been great, so.
It's big Tom Brady, isn't it?
Aye.
Who's became a manager that surprised you, that you thought in your career, he's never going to be a manager?
Oh, fuck.
And then all of a sudden.
Himself.
Because you sometimes you think, you go, he's a bit.
Well, see,
happy
to a
damn, he's a bit
Payton
mad.
Thompson, you could tell they were going to be managers at Dundee, mate.
Aye, but
They
there's
were
some. Who's the one that kind of maybe surprised you,
Good
mate?
question.
Big dunk for me.
Was it, huh?
Oh, he was retiring to.
And
he went to
good
Mallorca.
manager.
He was away, lived in
Tell you
Spain for
who-
5 years.
Did he, huh?
Aye, no
I
interest.
thought he went straight into the coaching.
No, went away.
See who it surprised me, but then that's because maybe we were at a younger age. It was Ian McCall.
Right.
And Ian McCall was a great manager. But I didn't think he was, because we kicked about with each other for a short spell, and I just never thought Ian was maybe going to become a manager, and then right good manager. So that kind of surprised me. It's
Maybe
just
Paul Hartley, maybe?
Oh, definitely.
He never ever talked about being a manager. He used to take me into Celtic, pick me up, take us in. He never
He
ever.
wanted to go in the media, didn't he?
Media, huh?
Zico, he was always quite.
But knowing his personality,
Quite
probably better
clear.
off the manager, huh? No, I'm only joking.
Do you think it's when, like, see, like, saying Duncan Ferguson, that, you think it's they plan to get away, but then when they're away, they miss it and think, I want to get back in?
What else do you do to mate?
That's a
I
long
always
time.
say that, mate.
innit?
Like, see, Al McGregor's just retired. What else does Al McGregor go and do? He can't go and fucking drive a taxi, right? Can he?
I'll fuck about.
I don't think he would need to drive a taxi, but
you want to do something, wouldn't you? That's what else do you do?
Because you need something. That's the whole thing about the old mental health thing. You need to keep yourself busy. You need to be active.
You need to see people. When you're deaf coming out of football, you need to be in it like this. I know there's only 4 days, but No, that's,
you
need to be in with people that
definitely.
you can have a laugh and a joke and almost go back to your dressing room days. Because when you've got days of doing nothing, you're like...
Well, some of them you need to maybe start, if they've got enough money behind them, start up a wee business, but you've got to keep that ticking.
Did you always think Barry would go and get a bash?
As a manager? Again, that's a question I never I thought you'd get into coaching. I thought he would maybe, but the one thing that surprised me about Barry that is the route that he went into part-time football. When all his career he was full-time. I thought that was strange, to be honest with you. I was in for a wee short time with Clyde, and I'd said to him, "See, you need to get full-time. Full-time suits you, that's what you need." But no, he went part-time, but...
He was frustrated, no. He found it hard because, and look, no, they're not going to be like him anyway, but part-time's different to full-time. You've got guys that just love playing, but their main...
But they enjoy having a part-time lifestyle.
They've got a job, that's their main life. They're coming away to get a release in Barry.
And what it can become is like
running every day. It's working, mate. Working.
But even as a hobby, it's when it means everything to you. You don't get that if people are no like that. But that's why they're slightly different, the part-timers. But the part-timers that I played with when I was at Alloa, Aki's for a short spell, they were bang on it. I always used to tip my cap to them. They'd come in working during the day, work their backside off, at night, 2 or 3 times a week, and then go out and do it on a Saturday. I used to think, I was like, how did they do that?
They're used to it.
I know.
They're used to lifestyle
that way. They know how to get the best.
There's a few players in particular that really like Barry down at Clyde too, isn't there?
Just one, I think.
See, just saying that, talking about Barry at part-time, I remember, a lot of sessions where sort of 50 minutes before you start, you get a phone call, no goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm driving nuts.
You plan your full session for any goal.
You caught in the motorway, we're not going to make it. Imagine that.
But see, like that, to Barry, like, how no? How can you not make it? You should be able to make it, but
training.
You can't. And that's coaching anyway. You might turn up and boys feeling something for the day before, and you need to deal with. You need to deal with the fact they're not there.
It's actually funny because you spoke about Barry yesterday, when you dropped into that level, he actually made you feel like you were still kind of professional.
Aye, and that was no disrespect to her. When I went to Ayr, I kind of felt almost, not depressed that we was going to Ayr, but I almost thought, oh my God, my career, I had to go to Motherwell to Celtic and think, that's where I want to be. Got the injury and then came down and think, I'm at part-time now. And I felt really sort of low with that, thinking my career's done. But then when I remember Barry phoned me and the way he spoke, I thought, fucking hell, the way he spoke and the passion he had and where he wanted to go. And especially the training as well when you went in, the professionalism he had there, you had that feeling back again. That
I had the conversation, I know, but then you're giving them their protein drinks and that after training, their ice baths and all that.
You brought that all in, aye.
But then they're just jumping in the motor and up and down the road into McDonald's.
Aye.
Chippy, isn't
Frozen.
But again, that's because the guys have been out all day working. So protein drink is good, but it's maybe not enough when they want
protein drink to shower in your hand, brilliant.
So that's how it's difficult, I think, to be a part-time manager.
It's tough, mate.
It is tough.
Right, game last night, 2-2 draw. Celtic really good first half.
What an atmosphere.
Oh, you were at the game, was the atmosphere incredible?
Incredible.
You were working it again, weren't you?
What an atmosphere.
Because people criticised it against Lazio. Was it you at the Lazio game? Was it better than that? Why was it?
That's the best I've heard.
What do you think that was doing? Why?
I don't know if it was because there's a bit of needle with Ateltico Madrid.
Oh, of course I have.
So I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's how well Celtic are playing now, as compared to getting into the Lazio game. But the noise when the Champions League music started.
Oh my God.
When Atletico went into a huddle, there was boos. Celtic waited till they were done. Then Celtic went into the huddle. Honestly, it was just ridiculous.
I would have went back to your Maz Nichols for the thing. I think that had a big part.
That's a wrong person, wasn't it? It was, the atmosphere was back.
Where were you? Oh, you were in with the...
No, I was above the Green Brigade.
Oh, you're right.
Above the stand above. But the stuff that they done, the red strip, listen, I got to air that, and we in the family got to air that, with the red tap. I didn't overly like it. You go back to that game, 74, with the...
Bizarre all that, wasn't it?
Three red cards they got in that game. I mean, it was impossible to get a red card back in that day. Freedom. So they were almost celebrating. I guess, listen, it's a good result they got, obviously, back then. But the stuff the old boy came out with, slaughtering Jimmy Johnson, that isn't acceptable. That was disgusting. He blamed him for that, their antics they done that night. And Jimmy Johnson, obviously, has passed away, obviously, and to talk about him like that was disgusting.
Good, Paul. Right, right.
I didn't know anything about that. I'm just, I watched the game, like yous, I did. See, it didn't come across in the telly like that. It's funny that, the atmosphere.
Brilliant.
Innit? So there you go. So
And then the noise when Palma scored.
But the quality.
The first goal was noisy, but when Palma scored, because it was quite quick after Atletico scored. Brilliant.
The quality of football
The
was.
first goal it's one of the best goals I've seen Celtic score in the Champions League.
That's amazing.
It's a pass, isn't it? For you.
Amazing.
His movement,
Waiter.
plays it inside and he
It's a waiter.
stays on and
But
gets
it's
it behind
and
it.
you know, Kyogo, he's never standing still. He's always on the move, and they just can't react to it. But it's a pass.
But the whole move leading up to it, you know, Johnston clips it up to Maeda, who's probably looking for him in behind. But the wee passing to get even just to get Kyogo spare wide, and I thought O'Reilly was going to take a touch and have a shot. Everybody's watching it going,
It's the
touch and
calmness
shot.
about that pass. It's the because that's what happens to certain players. They get excited, they get fussed. Maybe they think, I better get a shot. It's the calmness just to roll it. The way to pass.
I didn't, because we're quite low down. I didn't see that pass was on. I didn't think the option was a first time
He knows
pass,
that's gone.
and it was perfect. And
It's a weight
the movement for Kyogo is tremendous.
Incredible, mate.
Because when you're at the game, you're watching it, and you need to obviously travel and watch the ball a wee bit because of how they speed it. But it just goes straight away, and he knows that the gap's not even that big. What a goal!
By the way, a lot of praise you. I thought your analysis was again. Mate, I didn't see anybody, I'm not just saying this, didn't see anyone else in the country telling you how opposition are going to line up, how they're going to play. Atletico's chances came for the second goal comes for it.
Exactly, the second goal was exactly that. I actually think, I wish I spoke to, genuinely wish I'd got in to speak to Rogers just before it.
And told him what
Could
to
have
do.
exploited it more.
What would you think the full-back stayed too narrow?
Who started in too narrow, I think, where their three centre mids were. So it was sort of, their side centre mid's going to always get to the full-back. Because he started in narrow, it was almost, when Celtic were coming there, then when they were coming there, that's when the full-back went. I'd have liked to have seen them almost start a wee bit wider and keep it 2v1. I suppose Taylor sets up Maeda by...
They could have moved it from one side to the other quicker.
100%.
Because
They all shift across.
the midfielder goes out, one of them steps on up front. Their midfielder all, if you're looking at the pitch that way, they're all that half.
Yeah.
But it was like a wee bit touch and I'll have a look, and then it was out to Hart, then Carter Vickers, then Johnson.
Instead of getting to the right back quick.
Direct, and Johnson
The
can get it.
space, Faddy was massive. See actually at the game as well, you actually couldn't believe, I had actually been spoke about the wide areas, but when I was at the game, I couldn't believe how open it was because they all shuffle across.
Yeah.
More in the second half. I thought the first half Celtic were
Outstanding. First half.
Who standouts? O'Reilly,
Scales
was
I thought
outstanding.
Maeda as well, man.
Aye.
By the way, he puts a shift in. You know?
Sometimes it's too much running, isn't it?
I thought I said that last night to Darren sitting with me. I says, sometimes he just needs to. You're not going to get there. You're not going to affect it. Have a rest. But he just keeps going. He's like,
but he nearly gets there.
I know.
Like, making a 30 yards.
But
like,
he did. I
press.
thought he would blow a gasket with about 75, but then he came again.
Aye.
So he did. But there is, I feel a wee bit like that. Sometimes you just, you don't need to go.
A needless press type.
Aye. But he's got it in his centre. He can do that.
I thought they were all. Even Carter Vickers, anytime. Morata's goal's incredible. It's an unbelievable finish. His movement's brilliant. But anytime we go down Celtic's right, it was as if he looked and says, I'm not getting by him. So he come back. I thought they were excellent. Scales for me was unbelievable.
Mad.
What a turnaround in that, boys, innit? That's a wee bit of luck you need, innit?
Aye.
That he's had, think he's leaving Celtic, got to Aberdeen, there's injuries, puts him in, and he's just no look back.
But once you get that luck, it's down to you to go and stay in that.
He's so consistent. He's not come in and hit high straight away. He's just built up steadily, and people are going, some player. I think the one in the first half, Bogg's down the Atletico left-hand side, and Griezmann makes a run, and it's coming across him, and you're thinking, he's left-footed, it's natural that he's going to get his shot away, and he just gets there and jockeys him a wee bit. It'd be easy for him to panic and go, I need to get a tackle, and it's Griezmann, he's going to get a shot away. Just snuffs the danger out, and then he done it in the second half. The boy Correa, come on, knocks it with a bit of pace. He just shields it out the park.
Was that a road runner?
Aye. But Skills would have been the type, if one bad performance, he'd have been at the team, wouldn't he?
First name, ain't he?
Which is no easy to go into, mate, and he's just played, like you said, played him, and he actually looks like he belongs at that level, doesn't he?
He's probably at the start looking at Lagerbielke going, thank God it's you that's making the mistake and no me. But him and that's a partnership now.
See, with the one thing I was, and I was quite baffled by it, was the change of formation when Phillips came on. I just want to ask you, why do you think he done that?
They couldn't get out second half. They couldn't find the spare man in the build-up.
Right.
So they had, I think they had to get an extra body, because I saw Phillips warming up for ages and I'm like, he can't be taking Carter Vickers or Scales after two of them have been brilliant. It could only be a change of shape, because second half Atletico pressed Celtic much better and they couldn't get it. They were still taking it, but they couldn't find the spare man to get out. So then when they went to the three, they had that spare man in the back line, but Greg Taylor wasn't sure how far up he was to go and how narrow he was to come. And then when it was coming into the final third, there was wee ones that were flicking round the corner, if it was Kyogo, Maida, to guys in position, there was nobody there, but they would normally be there in the 4-3-3.
Yeah. Because even the second goal, Taylor wasn't sure, am I going to the ball here or am I staying with the wide man? Do you know what I mean?
Because that's what it looked like. Sitting watching the telly, as if they just lost their way.
Llorente came on and he was brilliant. He had legs, Saul had no legs. He was getting overrun. He came on and pushed into that channel where, in between Scales and Taylor. When they went to a back three, eventually they done it, Scales just had to step in and take him and allow Taylor to go and press. But they look, they're a top side. They're 3 points off the top in La Liga with a game in hand. They've just beaten Real Madrid. I think there were six wins in a row. They're a top side, so they're going to pose you problems, and they're not going to just go, right, this is how we play, and we'll just keep going. Especially Atletico, they can play in many different ways.
Because a song kept coming into my head, because I liked the wee guy Cokie. And then you cook it and then go, was that in your heat? I know.
You think that's really good?
Aye, come in, you go, Cokie, and then you go, does that know? You were thinking about it, weren't you?
I was, mate.
See, there you go.
What about in terms of the squad as well? Because I think Kyogo and Maida looked like they were, he obviously doesn't trust home, mate. No, am I wrong in saying that?
I don't know, maybe, but I think that it was, to have, because they were a back three, to have two wide men to play on the outside to affect the two side centre backs rather than somebody up that is more physical once they hold it in. And I think when James Forrest comes on, you know he's going to look after the ball. They had a spell where the ball came up, flick it first time, it gets set back, they play it first time, everything was first time, they lost it and it was in a bit of a rush. James comes on, composure, picks the right pass. He can take somebody on, he can obviously use his pace. I don't think it was so much that he didn't trust O, it was just that he felt that James was better. The irony being then Atletico get the man sent off and they don't have a striker
on the pitch.
And if they did have a striker, he could have potentially made a change then. But
because there was times I felt, put the ball in the box, but were you putting the ball in the box? Do you know what I mean?
I just think just with that change, I just felt that your sort of pass was to Johnson or Taylor. They know what to take.
And then you're trying to beat players 1v1. It's tough for them,
sort of turning back and passing it. So
just a bit of a rush, I thought. Towards the end of the game, Nat Phillips is stepping into the wide area and
you're like that when he
tried to force
a
pass down.
Big Phillips.
Can he still get third?
Aye.
Lazio
aren't they great?
Lazio aren't great. They weren't great at Parkhead either.
Celtic have been good in the 3 games.
Yeah, really good.
You know, the first half in final, the free kick, critical of Joe Hart, he should keep it out. Then they go down to 9 men, it's hard. Lazio at home, Celtic deserve to win the game. Look, they didn't, but they've been competitive in all the games. They deserve to win the game last night as well.
How does Celtic change that though? See, like the performances are much better now, even like last season performance. How do you change that into winning and getting wins? Is it a big thing because you take the lead? I know you're playing top teams, so you don't want it's not a criticism, but you take the lead for Lazio, then they take the lead last night, and then they concede, then they score again, and then they concede. Is there a sort of...
It's a part of it, and they changed it up a wee bit, made a few changes. The level of their play went up, because maybe in a way, they kind of... I don't know, did you not think it was a wee bit weird the way they started the game? terms of they went along a wee bit more direct at times. Aye, I don't know, as if we maybe underestimated Celtic a wee bit, which you shouldn't obviously at Parkhead, but I think it's a wee bit of that. It's like players
Playing
then,
top teams and
they
all
can
that,
find it another gear, another level, and the manager, he was a bit bonkers towards the end, wasn't he?
What about his physios?
Aye.
He's a
Hit
bit...
him with the neck, no letting him on.
It's the worst for Brendan Rodgers. See when you're like that,
And the guy,
he just goes like that, see you later.
I know.
Did you see him with the physios?
And then he threw the... Did you see him throwing the
Not
ball?
letting him on the pitch.
Did you see him? These players wanting getting it at the bottom, and he just throws it past. Aye, he's a bit...
He's a hero, mate.
He's mental, isn't he?
Look what they can do, mate, at half time, bring on 2 guys that change
Aye,
the game.
but that's...
Aye. That's the thing.
That's
you know,
the level,
Celtic,
isn't it?
Celtic had a rhythm in the first half, and Atletico changed because they'd leave Morata and Griezmann up, and the rest of them would retreat and just sit back in their units, and they're quite happy. And Celtic managed to obviously dominate possession and look the better side in the first half. Then they changed it. So Celtic are having to adjust within
On the pitch.
while it's happening.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then you've got midfielders that they'll get back in, but then they're stepping forward into areas where Cam McGregor's sitting there himself. You're trying to get the best out of the midfielders you've got. Greg Taylor has to come in, maybe take the midfielder. So it's just disrupting you. It's I think it's just hard to cope with that within the game. But
These games you need your best 11 on the pitch as well. So Tati coming off early kills you a wee bit. Bernardo looks like a good player, but what has he played?
Tati's one of your best
30,
players,
40 minutes? One of your better players, do you know what I mean? Bernardo, what has he played 40 minutes this season?
aye, I thought he'd done that.
I thought he'd done well, but you could tell
but-
coming on in a game like that, towards the end especially, he was toiling. But they go to Hibs at Easter Road. Will Nick Montgomery change his tactics?
He said he won't.
He won't.
He said he'll no change.
Well, he'll get cut open, won't he? If he just goes in these maybe too expansive
Can you
and
leave
has a go.
handling with Kyogo?
No, you can't.
that
Exactly.
exposed?
No.
He would kill you, mate.
I think you can leave any.
No, you
Centre-half in
can't.
Scotland with Kyogo.
If he goes like that and he has a right go, he'll just get picked off.
Aye, if they play like they did at Ibrox,
They'll get picked
it won't
off.
be a nice afternoon for the high bees.
And you don't want
there and tear. Stop crying, it's fine. There was only one result. Stop crying.
They just looked
You're all right.
so open. How open they were for Rangers. It was crazy. And then
And it'll be the exact same outcome if they do that, if they get in the same
and for
tactics.
Hearts as well, that first half they really struggled, didn't they?
That's right, aye, sure they did.
And I get like you want to have the same sort of message to your players that you believe you can do it, but almost at times you're like, fucking hell, Hanlon's getting left there. So our defenders almost exposed a bit. And I don't know. But I think you would need to make you can't go in the same.
So are you saying until he gets his own personnel he needs to kind of change? Or just change completely in terms of it's not as easy what you think
Can
the
he
Scottish
be
team's
open
gonna come and play like that every week?
the quality of Celtic? And
But if he goes and gets a quick centre half in, for example, because Paul Hanlon's not, can he go and play like that every week if he gets two quick centre backs?
I think you
wants to,
could,
but
aye.
comes into a level of player.
I think there has to be
It's level.
Aye, there has to
I
be
think-
a time where it's not abandoning your principles, it's just making adjustments. If you're playing a 4-4-2, you need to have hard workers in every position.
Especially the back.
And you've got Ewan that
back
plays
eight,
in the left, who isn't a hard worker. He's a match winner, but he's no a left midfielder, and that's what you have to be. So if you're getting outnumbered in midfield, you're inviting a press for a team that wants to press you, that wants to win the ball high up the park. You're talking about Kyogo, Maida. Like, he's unbelievable at pressing.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as that ball goes out to whatever side he's on you.
Score it, aye.
But they're going to take the ball and play it, and he's going to go and put you under
Good
pressure.
players, Hibs, but it's without the ball. And that's where St Mirren have started the season really well.
Yeah.
Because it's what they do without the ball, and they'll buy into that. It's that work ethic, that just without the ball. It's hard. I always think of that, because I think a wee bit when I was a player, I just wanted to bone the ball. You wanted to do things at times, but as you get a wee bit older, then you learn, no, hold on, it's what you do without the ball. So it's hard for them when they all buy into that with St Mirren. But that's what they need. It's certainly going up against a team like Celtic. You go to work your arse off.
I think for Nick Montgomery, you know this as well. You want to keep the message the same.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to
That's
be...
what I'm saying. How much?
Aye.
See, he's probably came in at the start of the season and goes, listen lads, I'm not changing. See if he comes now 4 weeks down the line and goes like that, like, listen lads, we're going to change.
Aye.
Where does it leave you? Do you know what I mean? Does he just need to take a couple of bumps and bruises until he
You've
gets
always
his
got to
players in?
respect opposite. It's who you're playing against. So that's it. And I think the players will realise that. You're going against the big two, Celtic Rangers, you can't be as expansive. You've got to then change it slightly. You've got to tweak things.
Yeah.
I think you know that. Against the other sides, aye, but you don't want to concede another 4 or 5 goals, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because that just kind of ebbs away the confidence a wee tad. So they've got to be careful. Devil you do, devil you don't, innit?
Definitely. What was it, Paul?
Actually, was about to say that I wanted to talk about something. It was in my head. Did you see? Sorry to go back to this. See the Celtic goal, the one.
Second goal.
Second one. It's actually mad because Maida ends up on the left hand side and Palmer stays on the right. But it was actually just a second within it happening. McGregor said to.
It was after a wide free kick.
Was that what it was? A wide free kick.
Palmer and Riley plays it to Palmer, and I think he tries to cross it, and then the ball gets cleared, so he's on that side because he was there for the free kick.
It's a great run for me, didn't it? I thought he had done that well, playing the feet and then putting the ball behind him. And
that's where the space was.
Yeah.
And he kept on the right. He kept coming short, and the boy Haaland behind him was like right beside him. Obviously gets booked, and then didn't have the best of games, but it was on maybe just to turn it down the side. Because when he comes in there, Maida, he takes a touch and he's like looking about, and then he'll take another one, and you're almost inviting that coming back. His strength is running in behind or coming off the line.
Again, how many other wingers would have just stayed out? He's in that back post. It's like I've done it so well over the years.
Sorry to bring that back up again. I just wanted to. It was back in my mind. Is it a must?
Big Samurai's back in the pitch, your old mate.
So was I? He was.
Like, he'd have been hairy.
Hairy. I don't think you're allowed to shave.
Big hairy arse.
You're Greek. Don't think you could be wrong with that. I just can't imagine.
I think you might be.
I don't know if I did.
Big Ange, he was great. He'd been the same.
I just think the Greeks. I don't know. Actually, Jan Kakopoulos, the baldy boy, he was fucking all bald. He must have been allowed to shave. He went wild with that. Is it a must win for the wee Naisy?
These 2 games coming up for them.
Because they weren't happy. I mean, weren't they? No, at Tynecastle.
What did you make their performance at Tynecastle?
Rubbish.
Bad, wasn't it?
It was really poor. I think they had a wee rally at 3-0. Boys comes on, obviously they get their goal, and they looked like they had a wee bit of fight and belief that they could get back in the game. Up until that point, they were nowhere near Celtic.
I didn't see the game. I just saw the highlights. And you look at the goals, no matching runs into the box. I get it, but just touching on it, what you do without the ball. You're always going to concede if you're no matching run, just switching off. That's at levels, isn't it? Guy, they move it, they shift it so quickly, the 1 and 2 touch in the final third. And they're just, it was as I say, just saw the highlights.
But off the ball and on the ball, I just didn't see what, I've seen it before, I've seen them acute, I don't know what they're trying to do. So, see when they got the ball back for Celtic, it was like they genuinely didn't know what to do with the ball.
The first 5 or 10 minutes, they wanted to get Vargas. They wanted him to do what Janelli done last year.
Running behind.
Shanklin played off and he made their runs. And they did at the start, but it was making it was like inside Carter Vickers, on his outside. So anytime it went down, they could see it the whole time. So he's Vargas quick, but it was getting dealt with.
But be careful because it gets to that kind of the Robbie Nielsen thing, innit? Where they just don't have you anymore. You know, it's and that's it. Once they start to go that way, you know how to get them back. That was
poor. You can get beat, but you know, like if you're going and you're trying to be open and you're getting cut open and you're getting punished. But I just didn't see any lazy fight. Didn't see them, you know, going and getting tight, and putting tackles in, and having a real belief that they could get in the game until it was 3-0. We can all play when we're 3-0 down, and players wanting the ball. But I think that boys coming on definitely made a difference. Shanklin gets a brilliant goal, but
that's
it just wasn't enough.
That at Tynecastle. What you're just describing there,
so quiet as well.
3-1 is awful. Celtic were cutting them open 3 and 4 times, and that's not like a fuck trying to run back the pitch now. I think Clark's makes it was a penalty, obviously penalty missed. Clark makes a couple of great saves.
I did think, that Hearts might get them gone now, but it never at all, didn't it? No.
No.
I think they'd say they started. What I could see, you could see they were trying to get down the size, trying to exploit, the full-backs, going higher, coming inside, that was the space. But they never done it when they got there. 5-10 minutes, I would say, at the start, and then they had a wee spell at 3-0 when they get the goal. A wee spell of maybe getting tight, putting tackles in.
Who played in the middle of the park for Hearts? He was
Number 8, I can't remember, his name's a hard one to...
Neuenhoff and
Right,
Devlin.
Devlin.
And then...
Bellingham looked on it when he came on, I thought.
Aye,
He did.
and then you had Shanklin kind of off
Flimsy.
Fargas. He was playing...
Just coming in, the 10 draw.
Aye, but no as a 10.
Not for
It was
me.
more you come in, try and draw a defender, and we'll try and get him down this in behind. Didn't work. Forrest and... What was Forrest?
Lowry on the left,
And
Forrest on the
Lowry
right.
on the left as well. And nearly had an unbelievable bit of skill when he faked the shot and
That
just
was
stood on it.
incredible.
That he comes sliding by, and see the pass he makes, actually it's for the second guy, it's not for the one who takes it. It was nearly brilliant. Look, how you start the game's massively important, and they just never recovered.
Am I right in saying so that their best performance probably was it Lowry off Shanklin?
Aye, probably.
Why change it?
It was against Hibs, wasn't it?
Against Hibs, aye.
And then he made the sub and took Lowry off.
Off.
And then that's when it kind of, they scored the 2 goals, Hibs.
Now, do you think Shanklin's best position, Dale? 9 or
he's
off
a
filling?
nine. 9 all day, aye.
Aye, because he's a finisher. In the box. We've seen some unbelievable goals that he scored. Like guys like him that can score goals that can produce that wee bit of magic in and around the box. I'm no one. I'm chased. See, I'm a midfielder. I'm get to you get up there. I want push him on. Try and find time.
Aye,
in the
but
area.
that's the problem. It's the midfield area that's...
But that's what I'm asking you about the
Forward,
midfield.
isn't
There doesn't seem enough quality in there,
there isn't.
That's where they need better players. I know you look at Devlin and like wee Tasmanian Devil gets about, and I just think that's what
He doesn't
didn't
pass the ball through the lines.
I
He
think
didn't
they
really
make
do
him
that.
on will be a plus because what I witnessed last season, but I think they need better quality in
They
there.
need a better... the midfield, I said this for weeks, even going back to like the start of the season in European games, the balance in the midfield's not there, so the rest of the team's struggling because of that. And Shanklin's not getting goals, and people look and say, Shanklin's not scoring goals. Well, he's not really getting service, and they don't have that where they've got a midfield that goes, right, you get up and somebody can play off, or even what we've been talking about,
So who's
off the ball, how you're structured off the ball to go and win it back.
So how do they change that? Bellingham needs to get
Bellingham needs to get fitter
fit,
because
better
he
man.
is, aye. And Devlin's all energy, all action,
I get
go
that.
press
I'm
there,
not saying he's
flying
not a
to
good
tackle,
player,
but he wasn't doing that.
Nah.
He was more
But,
disciplined.
Takes away his game, though.
See, bang on the money. Sometimes you've just got to, that's his strength. Aye.
No point in playing him if you're going to do that.
That.
I don't know, but no point in playing
I
him if you're
don't
gonna
think
sit
that's what you've just said there. That disciplined role. I just think you say to him, go and affect it, go and press, and everybody gives everybody else that wee spark. Well, he's away. Poof! I'm after him. I'm in. That's where they are. They do look as if they're struggling in the middle of the park.
Right back as well.
Oh,
Big
big
Civic
playing
playing
there,
right back. So
Right.
there's a lot of problems there for me that
Rangers,
need
though?
addressed. Aye.
Big performance, big win for Big Clement, wasn't it?
I like the sound of him. Looks like the most scariest guy in the world. Honestly, mate, I'm terrified of these interviews.
But they were going to get a reaction. Had
He'd
to
get
be.
called daddy, wouldn't he?
When,
Fucking right, you would.
Yeah.
But you knew that reaction was coming.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that group of players at the moment, which is that going to be 7-8 games down the line? Are they still going to be at it? But I think listening to him, just saying he's big on, it's not about individuals, it's about the team. We would defend together, we attack together. I watched, it was this morning before I come in, I saw they were getting interviewed out in Prague, and Cantwell sitting there. And when Cantwell was getting questions posed to him, I've never saw a man. Now, normally a manager would just be kind of, he was like having a good look at him and analysing, but analysing everything that he's saying and looking at him. It's just that wee kind of stare. It's just you can see he looks intense and he knows the game. And he just he's like I kind of what I expected. You saying that he's
Proper
scary.
manager, I think.
Aye, that's it. But just watching him analysing what Cantwell was saying,
That's
you know,
brilliant.
it was. I kind of liked it. I like the look of him, but it's. Listen, they keep saying it. It's going to be difficult with that group. That needs a turnaround for me. So it does. Then he's got problems at the back. Obviously that left side, which was, you know, how we Ridvan. Who's I'm not sure of him anyway, to be honest with you.
I like him.
I'm not so sure. I just no. At any time he doesn't float my boat.
Seen the manager pushing him on the swings.
By the way, there's a hang on these. If you look at his,
He calls him daddy, doesn't he?
I don't know if it's that one of the Wikipedia things. It's got him doing his 5'9". Oh well, I'm fucking
right.
6'5".
He's not 5'9". I'll show you at 5'9". What about in terms of, because you're the top pundits, I'm going to ask you this, what did he change in terms of structure of the team, shape, personnel?
He get pace, didn't he? A wee bit pace higher up the park. Sima, right, as well. Dessers. I think he's working on their thing, mate. It's their mentality.
Fitness, I know, I spoke about fitness.
Oh, by the way, I heard that.
Every new manager says that.
No, but I think he's got a point.
Aye.
I think he has got a point.
Right.
We certainly with Dessers, because you look at Dessers, you know, and he doesn't quite. He's like, to me, so far this season, he's been like the nearly man. I know he gets his goal, and it's a lovely goal. It's a brilliant pass for Cantwell, but it's like nearly. So there's something not quite there, and it's no, we're just talking fitness. It's
like
sharpness. Aye. There you go.
We've not played with intensity, so if you've not played with it, you're no training with it.
So you need
So
that.
I know it is an easy one, and every manager
It's a
ever has said
They're not
we're
fitter.
going to make them fitter, but in how they work, maybe no longer or anything mad apart from higher tempo in training, more intensity into
Sharper,
their play.
quicker, just their play, and that comes with that, innit?
Aye.
You need to work at that level. It's as if they've just been going through the motions. So he's come in and he's wanting the standards to be up, pace of training, everything about it.
You look to get wide players in, wouldn't you, I think, January?
Aye.
That'll certainly be
Big Seamus doing well there, isn't he?
It's doing it great, by the way.
But
the
he looked
pace
as
of
if he was
Fibber.
playing through sometimes central.
Because he was asked to come in
I
and
didn't know
play.
where it was.
Yeah,
It was
narrow
a
you.
head fuck before, wasn't it? He was playing there.
It's if he wants to play with a wee bit more width, a wee bit more pace up top, which they need. Lammers, for me, don't think he's going to quite cut it. Cantwell comes in for him tonight. Anyway, in that position.
I think
Lammers is playing five in the pits, isn't he? He's exceptional at five, best players, no, sorry, but
No, I was on the fitness as well. They've had a lot of injuries, so they obviously no coping with either the load or whatever.
Bill actually slaughtered, but said about Van Bronckhorst almost. There's a lot of injuries aiming
And
at
did
him.
you know here, Clement, I think he was posed a question and he would not have a go at Bill. He just says, listen, I'm into the job, I'm a weekend or whatever, I'm going to deal with what I've got. What's went on before, that's gone, I'm looking what I've got now. So I kind of quite like that as well.
So that's how you do it.
Innit?
Aye.
That's, you said, a proper manager.
we should probably take a leaf at his book, innit?
100%.
We're the complete opposite. As soon as somebody's out of job, they're kicked. Horrendous, man. Horrendous. Hate myself.
I'm just buzzing we've all got a group chat now, to be honest.
I need an icon for that group chat, so.
I know,
I didn't understand what you were saying. Yes.
Not the heady ass match,
Is it?
So you click on the.
I've not got a.
I'll show you.
I've not got a.
Texas, there's
I'm not got a
sections if you're talking.
Oh, by the way, I get an absolute doon. I get a doon on.
Voice notes come.
I get a doon in the plane. Look, there.
That was so funny, mate,
The
when you
Wayne
said
fucking put my nose. So like that, trying to.
I could just
And then all of a
picture
sudden, I know it's a big thing, and she just went like that, sunk the teeth in, and like that, blood everywhere. And she scalped me with things like her toys and that.
It's on the face on the
Is that what this did?
Aye. She had a wee 5 minute. I tell you what, well done, Carol. How she had her mates to
Dealing the used to.
Aye.
She's telling him hard,
Even
mate.
you're trying.
He was doing her, he doing honestly. She turned around, but I was like, well done, fair play to you.
Did your nice no bite your nose? Was that was it to my
My dad's got the most Sir Alex nose in the world.
I have, mate. My nose is fucking so red and big, man.
Shiny as well.
Shiny as well.
I wouldn't say but it's shiny, it's not a big nose.
It's a big nose, mate. It's a fucking
Oh, I've got a big nose. Don't mind that. Aye.
Thank you.
No, it goes with your face,
Mate,
alright.
Thanks,
Good.
mate.
Goes with your face, aye. So, aye,
Can't just
she
keep
stood my
texting in
boss,
that
aye.
chat, please.
That's it.
Who's your favourite grandkid, Derek?
Oh, come on.
Oh, just give
Just one that you get
I
on with.
love wee Isla, and I love my wee Lake. They're two great. They're two different characters, I
You
know.
never know you ever.
Aye. Of course I do.
When they
That's
do
what
what?
they're there for, Wayne's, isn't it? They're there to annoy you, keep you on your toes. But they're brilliant, and then that's it. They annoy you, they bite your nose, they scalp you in the head with a toy, but then they make you laugh.
Aye.
That's it. So you have a good, and they're brilliant.
Who's your favourite grandkid?
I know.
You ask that.
Everyone's got a favourite kid or
100%.
grandkid.
You always do. Can't you know?
It's only natural.
Who's my favourite son?
Lewis.
Lose 100%.
Ross. Million times. Million times by him.
Because he's tiny, innit?
Pole dancer produces, by the way. He's
That's a pole dancer, isn't it?
Aye. Big Ross.
Why is he your favourite? Just personality-wise, like
Aye, just great
chilled,
guy.
is he? A great guy. So if you could go for
Sorry.
so if you had to pick one that would go for a pint with, who would you go with?
Huff, Ross, sack the other two.
Because Lewis is what, boring, and the other one wants to battle you
No,
all the
Lewis
time.
doesn't really do it, aye.
Go out for a drink with Lewis, like,
Nah, they're alright, but nah.
watch your calories there, da.
What's your favourite?
I've not got a favourite.
Yeah, he's not got
I
a-
don't. My kids are all different.
Aye,
I've got
that's the
favourites
beauty
for
of them.
different things.
Who's your, if you had to go for a pint with one of them?
No,
Oh, you're
Maldus is
youngest,
17. Maldus is 17. It'll probably be my daughter,
Is
actually.
it?
Emily, aye, because James isn't no interested in having a drink.
Is he not?
Nah. I took him to, we went to Everton game last game of the season. If they win, they stay up. And I still know like, the staff, so I met one of the guys after the game. He came in and there's a pub right across the road. And he's like, well, do you want to go out for a pint? I says, aye, no problem. Says to the wee man, we'll go out for a pint. He's like, aye, that's fine. I hadn't even took my first drink and I just seen him stoning. He's like,
No.
I says, had enough? He's like, aye.
Get me out of here.
And he walked out, he went, worst experience of my life, hated it.
What age is he?
17.
17.
Hated it.
Christ, I was having the time of my
And
life at
you're
17.
Everton player, not that,
Hated it.
Innit? I was
Hated
got
it.
Radio Reto at 17.
So
Same.
it'll probably be
Offer it,
Emily. She's only 15 now, but
But does she like, do you let her hear a wee
No.
Blue Wicked in the house, innit?
no.
Brilliant.
You know that?
How awkward was it? But we had your first pint with your
Oh,
dad, mate.
that's
Holy
it.
fuck.
Remember you go to
Holy
the drinks
fuck.
with the snowballs? It's a snowball, it was like a wee kind of winey, kind of sweet drink.
Right.
Aye, and this is getting back to number 8. I think yours, Ross. They're alcohol. I didn't realise they were how alcoholic they were.
Pop type things.
Aye,
Yeah.
and he had about fucking 3 or 4 of them. Christmas Day, we didn't even realise he was going in helping himself.
He blew it.
I thought it was juice. He was going about. He's like, oh, shit. Honey in the hole. He's singing away like
What age was he?
that. He was about 5. But I didn't know, and
That's
he'd been
incredible.
going in and helping himself to them. So he was.
Oh,
I think it was called a snowball. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. A wee
snowball.
So the wee fella was on it.
When did you start drinking?
15, I think.
Did you know?
Malia.
Was it?
First boys holiday, Bluetooth. But it's the first
You
one.
never drank in the park when you were young?
No,
Never?
I wasn't into that. I wasn't
Did
into that
you?
boy, no.
A couple of times,
Did
Try
you?
to stay away from it, but a couple of times,
It's just that, it's that first pint with your dad, mate.
hard with your pals, but-
It is, mate, it's brutal.
You speak for the first 5 minutes and it's fucking silence,
And your dad says something to you he would never say to you, but
What were you saying, I find?
aye, how's everything been going, pal? Not like that.
Confessing to murders and like that. One pint your dad.
Did he tell you what's actually in the bag?
If I peek in.
Did you drink when you were younger?
No.
Never, no.
I probably did once. I used to hang about with my older brother, so he'd make you try it. Done it once. But no, I didn't really drink till I was like proper drinking. 17.
But then after that you go wild, didn't you? And then you
taste for
keep
it.
in that three days a week.
No, no, for
No, you never know.
It was drummed into
No.
me. It was like work hard, play hard. And as a 16-year-old, I remember Big Jock, we were in Malta. We go out there off the bus into a hotel, took us into the piano room, shut the door, and that was it. Let's kick on. Aye. And just sitting with all the guys that were, I absolutely idolised and I was having a wee shandy with them.
I was telling him yesterday, I was 20, came back on loan for Swindon, mate, away with the first team pre-season. Oh, sitting, everyone. I'm sitting with a pint and fucking poured a pint on my head.
You were saying, but looking back at that now, you would never do that.
Just at breakfast as well.
No, mate, a 20-year-old. Why
would you waste a pint? Why pour it on
It's
your
weird,
head?
but innit, why you
would do that?
Aye, well,
Right in front of the manager,
but you're young, you're that. It's
trying to fit in with the first team?
Try to make them laugh, probably.
Aye, there's a bit of that, aye.
Actually hate yourself for
Oh,
that.
looking back at it.
That still hurts you, doesn't it?
You think, why are you such a tit, man?
It's a young boy, mate.
Certainly.
But imagine a
Yes.
20-year-old doing that now.
I
know, talking about
it.
Hey, talking about a 20-year-old, where were that boy Lopez for Barcelona?
17 he was.
He's 20, isn't he? Is he not 20?
The boy- He scored on his debut?
Last night, he watched 20, but the one that came on, he's only
The one
young.
last night I watched.
Aye, he's 20.
Did you watch a wee
No,
bit
I
of
didn't.
that?
I've seen him before, but he is unreal, isn't he?
Top drawer, by the way. Unbelievable.
And that young striker that's going Saturday, I know.
He was 17, wasn't he? First touch.
Aye, but that one last night, he was incredible. I only watched about 35, 40 minutes of it, but wow. And I had a young team out, so they did
So young,
Barcelona.
because they've no money to spend, so they have to bring all their young players for it.
Well, they have got.
And they're no
one of
bad,
the
eh?
best, if not the best academies in the world.
Aye,
haven't
they were brilliant, Faddy. That boy was brilliant.
I
So he
think,
was.
I'm sure we've got the dates booked for Italy,
Have we?
January. Potentially January is now booked in.
Oh, wow. You coming,
And
Faddy?
do you know who it's fee?
Who's
AC
it?
Milan.
No way.
AC Milan.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Because the look,
That's how much he finds out now
January's
that
my
he's
birthday.
streaming.
What I know?
we're going to take you with your birthday.
Thanks, mate.
When's your birthday?
11th. 36.
It's going to be incredible, by the way.
Far off 40, mate.
And I could be wrong.
40's
Might
depressing.
be San Siro. Depends how we play it. Depends how we play it.
Well, it's either San Siro or Toulouse.
No, he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know.
and Lewis's, we're staying at Lewis's flat.
Aye.
He's got any trousers policy.
No, that's a
Back on
conversation.
swinging
He has anyway.
I'm lucky to get staying at his flat. So am I.
We were actually talking about all day making a calendar of me.
Imagine that. My dad and his pals are coming out this night.
Have you got an ensuite in Lewis's house?
No.
So you need to do a shite in these normal.
He's got two. Aye, so he's got the two.
So you just creep away, kidding on your day and someone else, kidding on the phone.
No, you get the old music on, don't you? Once you're
He's
you're
in with
away.
the, he's in with the Gazette.
But it's,
Door open.
It's always a
I
sign,
hated
don't it?
that. I hated when boys in
Aye,
a
done it,
dress
done it.
room
Disgusting.
done
Michael
a
Gardine.
shite in front of you.
Shut the door, man.
Why not open
Fucking
door?
bugging
No,
that.
no, I think that's a wee bit. You got to have a wee bit of privacy there.
That was a rule at Everton.
Shut the door.
No, you had to do it with the door open.
No way.
You did.
No, it's an inconvenience for
You
me.
had to do it with the door open at Everton.
Well, that was the rule, was it?
Aye, or else
bet
you'd
that-
get a bucket of water out of the tap.
It
So the
depends
new
what
boys
one you're
coming in.
having.
Well, and then new boy, I bet he locks the door. Bucket of water.
You're spot on.
It depends what number two you're having.
100%.
You could have a
You need a
hard
door shut
one.
for that.
You could
I
have
don't
a
mind the hard ones because it's usually a
the facials.
one paper really. Usually it's the ones you're like a full roll. Fucking this isn't fucking going anywhere.
Do you know what's the worst? See when you're doing one, right, and it's just you in the house, and then her
One
mum just
paper.
chaps.
Oh, no,
her mum chaps the door, opens the door, and she goes, "Are you in? What do you say?" You can't go. But I'm getting a shite. So you sit there in silence, hoping that she'll fucking go away.
Popped
Where are you?
Popped
She
in,
come
mate.
in,
He was there.
everywhere.
Mate, you need to hold the shite in, didn't you? Because it plops as you
What do you do if
Brilliant,
you're in the in-laws' house and you need a shite?
Go for a shite.
Their toilet's right next to the living room as well, mate. I'm talking, you come in their hall,
Get the music
kitchen, toilet, living room.
smooth radio.
We're in the living room.
You actually use public toilets for a shite, no bother,
lost for
but
that,
you'll know that in your in-laws' house.
No, because they can hear you, innit?
It's a smell. So a wee bit
It's
older.
like somebody
I
else
know,
doing
but
it.
public toilet, nobody knows it's you in there, do you know what I mean?
Sneaks in.
It's a fact that you're in that, and they know you're going, and I also think about the time as well.
Aye.
If you're away for too long, they know you're doing a shite in their toilet.
It's got to be a quick one.
It's the
I
worst.
think you must be a noisy one.
Therefore.
How sorry they make once it doesn't come out. I actually enjoy it. Probably actually a shite a day. That's my time where I really relax. That's when I set my
bit.
time.
Enjoy it.
Aye, a
But-
piss is so inconvenient.
And as you get older, it's probably one of the life's big pleasures.
Pleasures. My good bitch.
Is doing a right good number two happy days. And then what, innit?
How long do you usually sit for, Derek?
What?
How long do you usually sit? How long do you take you? A while?
A wee 10, 15 minutes.
10 minutes,
That's
Your legs
about-
are
you
numb,
got-
aren't
You've got to,
the legs
you've got to
go
enjoy it.
Else it's like a Lethal Weapon one. You're stuck in the bath. Remember, you saw that? Remember, they had to get pulled off.
How come you're laughing if you don't know what it is? That's the worst when you laugh at something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Gary Mackay-Stevens is maybe going to Kelly.
Good on him.
He won't be back
Nobody
to the
cares,
podcast. He won't be back.
I'm only kidding. No, that's great. Obviously been out for a long time with...
What injury was it?
Oh,
Blister, he had a blister. 6
no, he
months.
didn't. He's told us quite a few times what it is, but
Nobody's
I
listening to him.
forgot.
So that I keep forgetting every time.
Wake up just as he's finished. I'm only kidding. No, he's...
Personality, innit? I think that's his injury, his personality.
I think he's brilliant. I think he's
a good
brilliant
guy.
on it. He's really good. But he's something to do with the tendon in his foot, and he was in pain every single day, so they've managed to fix it. And
Be great,
aye, definitely.
Kelly,
Yeah, him
Definitely.
going, mate, definitely.
Aye. Well, we'll see if he's not get pain now, and he's motivated, then aye, definitely.
where did you see now?
See these teams that sit in
I
and
thought
hard
that
to
was
beat?
actually somebody
So did
doing that down there.
Do you like that?
Smoke machines just to make him on.
But these teams that sit in are hard to beat and then they want to counter, they'd be perfect.
I just
play
think
for that,
aye,
innit?
it's just any way you want to play. I think if
I suppose
he's obviously had
1v1.
issues with his foot, and
Oh, sorry.
issues with his foot, and now that he's
Yeah,
hopefully out that and he can get fit and you can get him, playing every week, because you don't know how sore. If he's saying he couldn't actually walk, he's obviously
Then
tried
he's
to
on
get through that.
AstroTurf. That's AstroTurf he's on as well. I don't know if they're training that.
Aye.
All the time.
That's a worry,
See,
aye.
that could be an issue as well.
But if he's out it and he's not
He's saying
feeling
he's fine
pain,
on it,
and he can go and get a run of games, then definitely it'd be a brilliant
Is there
signing.
any in Scotland, innit? Players that want to go and take players on?
Aye.
But that Clement have got
Armstrong and
2
Kennedy.
wide players, but it is good to have that third one. Innit? If you need
Kennedy,
that sub or
Armstrong.
to change it up a bit.
Oh, aye.
Aye, definitely. I think
Aye,
he
it'd be a
good
spoke,
move, it'd be
he
a good
spoke
move.
about Derek McInnes as well, and
Gets the best
how
out.
much he's done for him and how much he enjoyed it. So no, if he's fit, it will be a shame if he's not on, because I do think he's brilliant when he comes on here.
Aye, he's a legend. Massive game, but innit?
Massive.
4 point, is that right? 4 point gap?
Which means
I
they're
think
only a
Aberdeen.
point ahead of them.
Aye.
But if
What's
they
a
win, yeah.
massive win that if they can get that, which, by the way, I think they might, especially Aberdeen in Europe.
The record at home again, it's great.
And
isn't
Aberdeen,
it?
I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't know if they've struggled after European games, Aberdeen. So Dale might actually fancy this one.
Well, the
They will
result
fancy
tonight,
it.
will that hinder Aberdeen's performance, affect the performance?
No, I don't think so. I think that
Depends on the result.
it'll be. You just asked that. Will the result affect the performance? I said no.
Aye, I'm
Depends
aware
on
of
the
that.
result.
It's alright, I'm still thinking about
That's it, yeah,
you're in like, aye. Oh, I've done
Try
it.
to come up with a solution
I've
for him.
done my best.
have you done it before?
What?
And then lost?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
You actually wait, didn't you? You keep it for the in-laws.
Listen, I've slept with them.
What, your in-laws?
You know that? Do you not know that?
No,
What was that?
the whole Carol knows.
Just after a night. Aye.
What,
just-
you and her man Dan the same bed?
Well, Danny's obviously not here with us anymore, right? He's
But when
back.
he was
Aye, but was here, I get told because Carol was in with the wee, and I think it might have been Lewis that come in for a night out that I wasn't to sleep in the same room or come into the same bed. So I ended up in their bed. Which,
in between them?
I was trying to cuddle into Danny, I think. So I was. Yeah, you've probably done that, ain't you? Slept in the
When did
rain.
you wear to sleep?
No, I was just getting to with my gear on, innit?
What, with your jeans on?
I was just getting, and then they've woken, they've been like, who's come into that? And I think it was Danny's been like that to Millie, and shooting going like that, look. Looking at him like that.
Must be comfortable being in.
Aye.
And then you went in the shower again as well.
Oh, none of that, but there you go. Then I was told to go into the hang me spare room. I went into the spare room, but I think I ended up back in. I was just going round the rooms and all that. Sleeping here, there and everywhere. You
What a
probably...
hero. I've never slept in my mum and father-in-law and mother-in-law's bed.
Aye, I've done that.
Yeah?
No.
Have you?
Have I?
Aye, she was...
Don't know if I have actually. No, well they've been in it. Definitely no.
It wasn't even awkward in the morning. Breakfast was easy.
What about you, wee man? You been in with in-laws?
No way. Have you ever played against your
You have?
No. Deal with Aberdeen.
It's a wee bit
So great, this one, Si, can you take this away, this third one here, because this is a cracking question. I'm interested in seeing this one.
What was it like when you play the national teams?
Nah.
Why could you not ask that?
You're good at it.
Is it strange when you go back and play it, like Dale going back to play Aberdeen, obviously? I don't think Dale, you're not thinking about it, really?
No.
I don't know.
No. I think the first time you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they
different.
appreciate what he done since he left, didn't he? I don't know what you were like going back. I mean, I remember my first time going back to Ibrox when I was at Hearts. It was kind of, you're motivated, of course you are, because I've just let you go, haven't they? So you're motivated, you want to put one on them. We get beat 2-1 that day. I scored the goal.
Did you, mate?
Aye, but I didn't celebrate.
Did you not?
No, I didn't. And but I probably should have when you hang back. But it was a strange one at that time. So it was, but no, it's like, but I think you want to go back, always go back, prove a point.
But different for a manager, there's only so much you can do on the match, don't there, as a manager? It's not you can go and run harder or...
I don't think he'll have
You're not
put too much
changing any,
emphasis in that.
No, they'll be looking to get on a run now, Kilmarnock, because they've no great start to the season, and then the form up until the weekend wasn't great. And then obviously he's against his old team and Barry Robson, who was part of his coaching staff, had him as a player, had him as a coach. So he'll just be wanting to win. Obviously the fact is his old team will make it sweeter, but I don't think he'll be that bothered. He's been in the game long enough.
Aye.
And it's no, like, winning for him, getting his team back or getting them on some sort of run, more important than who he's winning against.
Do you think they'll beat Aberdeen, but didn't think they would beat Livy last week?
No, I don't know if they'll beat Aberdeen. No way.
They were good last week though, Kelly.
Were Kelly good with them?
Kelly brilliant last week.
They were good last
Sounds
week.
like been a great signing, hasn't he?
Excellent. Leader. Real leader.
What, so you said they were brilliant in terms of what dominated the game, created a lot of chances.
I think Vassell was obviously the big part of it. Armstrong again, he's been excellent for them. they just had everything kind of came together for Kelly, and if they can keep Vassell fit, him and Mally Watkins as a pairing, wow, they'll cause teams problems. And young David Watson, I know I spoke about before. He's a brilliant player, 18-year-old, brilliant.
The wee man's had that wrist. He's had that wrist injury for a while, hasn't
I wonder what he's been up
Needs
to.
to stop, mate.
Aye.
It's not going to get any better if you keep doing
That'll
it.
hold him back. As it does. I was thinking about it.
That's for that question.
so tricky,
That's for
mate.
that question you asked him. He went all red, now he's all dry.
I was actually thinking the other day we were talking about it. Thinking about bringing a calendar out.
Aye,
Naked.
Naked each month, but each month I need to cover it up with the smallest item. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? You were talking about that the other day.
Oh,
That'd be good. What would cover that?
Ping ball ball.
What would cover that?
I watch it.
I watch
Oh,
it.
what is it?
It's almost as I watch it, so you wouldn't know. Do you watch it?
You want to see it? You want to see it?
you got two dicks?
Just all the orange.
So there's the sort of issues we're having now with the calendar team is that what's the items gone in place? They've fired in too many big kinds like that. That'll cover the boys at all. We don't need that.
Because you want the boys to be shown.
Want the boys out. I just don't know what. I don't. Can you think any items? You've seen the wee man's
I think the smallest I can think of.
Chocolate button.
what
Chocolate
Davey?
button would work.
No, the giant buttons, just the normal buttons.
These sausages, the wee cocktail sausages.
Oh, fuck, Captain.
I'd rather that's a dick.
It's a hard dog for him.
What transpired here? What?
Oh, you fucking coming after
Could you use that?
You're getting something else.
Just one of the legs.
You know, Bobby, I'm sticking up my head, man.
Aye, so that's what we were talking the other day.
Is this for Christmas? Bring it out.
Christmas one, aye. So we'll just try, as I said,
That's the first one, isn't it? Wee bit of...
That's big, but...
No, I know, but...
Aye.
I'll let me think of that.
You need to
A full stop.
build it
Just put
up.
a full stop.
Needs to be big down to where.
Unless we just put massive items so people think.
Aye.
I
We
mean,
need to tell people the truth. It's
No, you're right.
What will you be doing with
You
your
need
top?
that
Like, geez a
full
pose that you're
way.
going to do.
Different poses.
Right, so geez one.
First one would be legs right up. That'd be the first one.
Second one,
the
you
old,
said,
the
doggy.
old fit on the bench one with the lean.
Aye. I'll get my Dan for one and all.
Celtic Park bench.
You've got to be in a dressing room.
Aye,
Got to, aye, that's,
Man, me and my
Chat
dad.
Dury next to you.
My dad on the phone.
you've got to be in a
Why is on the phone? But
toilet. On the throne.
On the toilet, that's a good shout.
Get one with
You'll
you
be
holding
doing
it with
that.
your dad's suit on. And that'll
aye,
cover
just covering
everything.
it. Aye,
Great shout, Faddy.
One in George Square. I think there's got to be one down in George Square.
Yeah, pigeon.
Something.
People there, or?
Pigeon.
Pigeon sitting on it.
Why a pigeon? Imagine you had a pigeon.
Just a pigeon sitting there.
Nibbling, I think, just to watch it.
Nah.
But only gets one fit on it, because it's actually one fit's hanging on.
Just like that. Just like that.
For me, Central Station, got to be in there when it's buzzing. You got to be in Central. I'm thinking of all these places now.
Aye, so we'll come up with actually like we're going to do it, no just me, but I think you
Horseshoe
bring an open goal calendar out for Christmas, mate,
I
that
mean,
we all get naked.
Big Fed naked, that'd be incredible.
You'd need an eagle, mate. Wouldn't be a pigeon. You need an eagle.
Aye, good. I mean, we need that big. I'm the only guy in the world that would be happy to talk for 5 minutes, but he's caught me that small. Aye, that'd be good. Open goal calendar.
Right, looking forward to it. Just got anyone watch Dundee Ross County? How was the game? Midweek one?
Never seen it.
Never seen it, no.
Watched it, never
Sounded
seen
like an absolute cracker. On to Cooten.
On to the recruitment is, we'll go down the board, starting with.
Oh, you're behind.
Aye, I've started bad. That was a shocker.
There's only that one Kelly game, innit?
Aye, that was a
Decided.
bad one, but win it. Back Martin
So you're
for
2
the draw.
points, the rest is a 3 points.
Right, here we go. First game is St Mirren St Johnstone. Home win for
So
me.
wait, sorry, is it next week that somebody needs to win? Is it at the end of the month?
What is it?
Fuck, it's a big
I'll
week.
tell you now. I want to try it.
That one?
Aye.
No, you don't. No, you,
I'm going to tell you something. You do not
there
want
you
to
go.
try it.
But you imagine when I
No.
get to see what's going to happen.
No. No, you don't.
No,
Right,
you
if you
I'm
do it-
telling you now.
So we were jumping on a plane.
Big
You,
boy
you
shit.
felt like that in a Buffalo one. You don't. You don't. Honestly.
No, leave it.
Nobody needs to try that ever.
I don't
We'll get you the
like
wee guys one.
I don't like that you have done it and I've known.
Oh, really, right?
That's the type
Oh,
of
I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that they've done it.
Can I tell you something though? You don't want to do it.
Aye,
I want to
so
do it.
there
It's
you
like,
go.
I don't even
That's-
want to see you in that much pain.
You
It
got a
wouldn't
lot
be
of attention
funny.
for that,
No.
God.
didn't you? You get a lot of attention for that.
I'll tell you what. He wouldn't be driving you to the hospital, he'd be like, see you later, mate.
Oh, I'd be leaving the
terrorised
side
me.
of the street, mate. Huh?
You were actually saying that to me, weren't you? Get him, that terrorise him when he was doing.
I think you heard though a wee bit.
No,
Say
I
what
wasn't.
recollection.
I shit myself.
With it.
Bring it back. Erection.
Right, St Mirren St Johnstone, folks.
I'll go St Mirren.
St Mirren home win for me.
I think I'll go St Mirren as well.
Aye, sit man.
The Well v Ross County, home win for me
Motherwell.
again.
Motherwell.
The well.
Kelly Aberdeen,
I'm going Kelly.
So I'll go Kelly.
I'll go draw.
I'm going to go Kelly, I know.
Livingston Dundee, I'm going to go draw.
Livy.
I'm going to go Dundee.
I'm going to go draw.
Hibs Celtic, go Celtic.
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 Rangers Hearts.
Rangers.
Rangers.
That's us.
Rangers all day. Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure again.
Been a
Enjoyed that,
pleasure.
wee man?
It's time to go on a journey soon, us four, innit?
Worth it.
Don't know.
Who's driving the camper van to Germany?
Mate, this would be. Oh, you'll be away, but Faddy, wouldn't you? Would
No,
it
but
be
he's going to
good
meet us over there.
Aye,
I want to travel with.
He's got
Well,
a
it depends how
German.
early.
You're coming?
Dummer.
Yeah,
Your
you're
boy's in the
definitely
squad.
coming.
Your boy will be in the squad, mate.
Aye.
So you might not be with us, you might be with in all the stadiums and that.
Oh, you're going to go and go in among. You going to date that? Or
I've
you going to come with the
my
boys?
plan is to
He's
make
not got the
no
games.
plan.
Fuck this, mate.
Innit?
He's planning all these.
Innit? Don't plan.
Mate, do you know
Just
think
go with
that
the
us
flow.
four, the viewing would be sensational, going to
with
be
the
getting
flow.
watered.
Oh, big Kev can drive the camper van.
Aye.
Get Kevin a big glider who's in.
Oh,
That's
aye,
incredible.
And see how many pints he can carry at the same
drive.
time. You've seen the videos. Well, he's been in a wee accident recently. I'm not sure Kev's the best driver.
But Andy's Andy coming?
Not invited.
I don't know.
Andy will be on about 10 holidays in the summer.
You want a PlayStation out on the bus, wouldn't you?
Aye.
Oh, that'd be good. Stream on the
Stream
line.
on the bus, you should do it.
That's streaming. Amazing, but the abuse. Holy fuck.
What's the latest?
What's the latest one I got? What did I get? What did I get the other day? Do you remember? But that last
They're only doing it because they like you, so you understand that.
it's no, mate. If you've seen this, it's fucking hatred.
Because they want to be your pal, mate. Nah, it's no. Definitely isn't.
It's because of how much stick you get on here.
I love it, but I've been the way I've been in my whole life. My dad brought me up to be like that.
I can't wait to see how you're going to end this show.
Right, you ain't going to
It's
end it.
Faddy's round on the rolls.
Oh, fuck it.
Aye, that potato scone
You
next
did
door.
today?
Aye.
Oh, thank fuck.
That potato scone next door is incredible.
Best potato scone in the world.
Got like, it's got
Hey, come on in,
Aye,
I've got a
in there
granddaughter to
last
see.
night.
What are you bucks?
Aye.
What did you have? Did you get the one with the gravy and the hash brown
No,
and
I
cheese?
couldn't. I've
And
seen the
Mavs,
burgers. It's too
fucking
big.
had it.
Oh, the burgers.
I don't know.
Nah, he's had it.
Fucking
Guess
half
what
an
I'm
hour
getting
late,
today,
we're
so-
still fucking gone.
I'm going to get veggie haggis, potato scone and egg.
Veggie haggis. No, you're not. No, you're not.